Welcome to my channel. Let's start the video about Jimmy Valentine by O. Henry. I have short type questions for you guys and okay, let's start the video. When a guard came to the prison shoe shop, then what did Jimmy do? When a guard came to the prison shoe shop, Jimmy Valentine was assiduously stitching uppers of the shoes. Who handed Jimmy his pardon? The warden handed Jimmy his pardon. What was the time of signing the pardon? The pardon was signed in the morning by the governor. Who pardoned Jimmy? The governor pardoned Jimmy. How many times Jimmy had served in the prison? Jimmy had served nearly 10 months of a 4-year sentence. What did Jimmy expect about his stay? Jimmy had expected to stay only about 3 months at the longest. What is stir? Stir is American jail. Tell the name of the place where Jimmy first occupied his job. The name of the place where Jimmy first occupied his job was in Springfield. What was the name of the guard? The name of the guard was Cronin. As a discharged compulsory guests, what did the warden give Jimmy? As a discharged compulsory guests, the warden gave Jimmy a villainously fitting ready-made clothes, a pair of stiff, sticky shoes. What did the clerk hand Jimmy? The clerk handed Jimmy a railroad ticket and the $5 bill with which the law expected him to rehabilitate himself into good citizenship and prosperity. What was the number of Jimmy Valentine in the prison? The number of Jimmy Valentine in the prison was 9762. What was the full name of Jimmy? The full name of Jimmy was Mr. James Valentine. At the restaurant, which food did Jimmy taste? At the restaurant, Jimmy tasted the first sweet joys of liberty in the shape of a broiled chicken and a bottle of white wine, followed by a cigar, a great better than the one the warden had given him. How many quarters Jimmy tossed and where? Jimmy tossed a quarter into the hat of a blind man sitting by the door. Which cafe did Jimmy go? Jimmy went to the cafe of his friend Mike Dolan. Who was the owner of the cafe? Mike Dolan was the owner of the cafe. Tell me the name of the detective in Jimmy Valentine. In Jimmy Valentine, the name of the detective was May Price. From where Jimmy's tools were? Jimmy's tools were from the east. Which things did fill Jimmy's suitcase? Jimmy's suitcase was filled with the latest designs in grills, braces and beads, Jimmy's clamps and angers with 2 or 3 nobilities. How many dollars they had cost to have made it? They had cost over $900 to have made it. After his release, where did Jimmy do his first job and how many dollars he had got? A week after his release, there was a neat job of a safe burglary done in Richmond, Indiana with no clue to the author. A scant $800 was all that was secured. 2 weeks after, where did Jimmy do his second job and how many dollars he had got? 2 weeks after, a burglar-proof safes in Logansport opened like a cheese to the tune of $1,500. Where did Jimmy do his third job and how many dollars he had got? An old-fashioned bank safe, Jefferson City, became active and Jimmy had got $5,000 from his safe burglary. Who knew Jimmy's habits? Ben Price knew Jimmy's habits. Describe the habits of Jimmy Valentine. The habits of Jimmy Valentine were long jumps, quick getaways, no Confederates, and a taste for good society. Which thing did Jimmy feed to the boy? Jimmy feeded dimes to the boy. Which hotel did Jimmy go? Jimmy went to the Planters Hotel in Elmore. What was the new name of Jimmy in the Elmore? In Elmore, the new name of Jimmy was Ralph D. Spencer. In Elmore, which store Jimmy had opened? In Elmore, Jimmy had opened a shoe store. Whom did Jimmy write a letter and where? Jimmy wrote a letter to his old friend named Paul in St. Louis. Where and when did Jimmy want his old friend to meet with? Jimmy wanted to meet with his old friend Paul at Sullivan's Place, Little Rock, next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. After Jimmy get married, where did he want to go? After Jimmy get married, he wanted to go west. Describe the family of Annabelle. In the family of Annabelle Adams, there were Mr. Adams, Annabelle, Jimmy, Annabelle's married sister with her 2 little girls, aged 5 and 9. Describe the new vault of the Elmore Bank. The vault was a small one and it had a new patented door. It fastened with 3 solid holes thrown simultaneously with a single handle and had a time lock. Tell the name of 2 children and their age. The name of the 2 children of Annabelle's married sister is May and Agatha and their age are 5 and 9. Who had shot Agatha in the vault? May, the 9-year-old girl, shot Agatha in the vault.